Hey guys, good morning from down under. I've got some very frustrated scammers, so a bit of a short compilation. First of all, I want you to meet Instagram user formerly known as Jenny, who hit me up on Wednesday. Thanks for being a great supporter of Johnny Depp, for he really appreciates your kind likes, comments, and support. He personally told us to help him do this, as he doesn't write anyone on Instagram due to lots of fan. Warm regards to you. Ensure to disregard any imposter here on Instagram claiming to be Johnny Depp, for he doesn't write here. Hashtag management team. To which I said, yes, I'm a huge fan of Johnny Depp. Isn't everyone? Mr. Depp has depths yet unknown, and his struggle to get elevation is well documented. To which my Muppet said, how long have you been his fan? I said, oh, at least 12 months. How would you feel, she asks, if you have the opportunity to talk to him? I said, talk to Mr. Depp? Well, I don't know. I only chat on Google Chat. Would Mr. Depp be willing to go there to the depths of G-Chat? To which my scammer said, okay, where are you from? And what depths are you talking about? Starting to figure something's a little off here. And in response to, okay, where are you from? I said, I'm from Lanka, from the Ramtop Mountains in the Tasman Sea. And in response to about what depths are you talking about? I said, G-Chat. I don't do Telegram or Zangy. They're unfavourable and nobody decent uses them. Oh, just hold on. Let me talk to him first about you, came back the rather frustrated response. I said, yes, you speak to Mr. Deep, plumb those depths, gauge the shallows, etc., etc., but impervious to any irony, sarcasm, or anything else, proceeds to send me another nonsense chat, this time at least getting Johnny Depp's name correctly. Am talking to a lot of fans. A fan of yours on Instagram, her name is Finnish Juliana. She's been a fan of you and she's loves you so much, and sending a copy of the chat. Oh, okay, says Mr. Deep. Maybe I can't arrange a conversation like I did the other time for the both of you. Sure, I have only Telegram because I'm done giving out my personal email or number to just anybody, says Mr. Deep. You are lucky, I guess, declares my scammer. I say, why? He states that he'll only do Telegram. I don't, like I stated above. So I showed the scammer where I said I don't do Telegram or Zangy. I said, well, never mind then. I'll find a way to live without Mr. Deep. To which my scammer said, so many people will be happy to have this opportunity. Why don't you feel happy? Or maybe you don't like him that much, I get. Completely frustrated. I said, oh, well, I'll find a way to muddle through life somehow. His loss, I'm sure. To which the scammer went, what do you mean by his loss? Absolutely flabbergasted that anyone could care less. I said, good luck finding someone else. To which my scammer said, okay, do you know what am done helping you? I said, oh, is the scammer triggered? Your format is nonsense, by the way, Mr. Deep. Idiot. To which my scammer said, lol, laughing out your foolishness, betraying exactly where they're from. I said, yeah, I'm sure, little Moogle. Good luck getting clients and make better choices with your life. At which point I was restricted from Mr. Deep's management agency. I've had a lot of Johnny Depps and Deeps and Deppies hit me up recently. On to the next. Now I want you to meet Instagram user formerly known as Audrey Beck. Hello, Juliana. Are you a fan of Jake Gyllenhaal? Our agency would love to indulge you in a fan survey. We would appreciate your feedback and participation to carry out an assessment. Please let us know when would be a good time. Now, my account does not follow Jake Gyllenhaal. I commented once on a post by Dolly Parton, I think, about the new Roadhouse movie. So where did you find my account? Or are you sending this message to everyone? To which my scammer said, hello, Juliana, how are you? Trying to ignore everything else. I said, please answer my question. We send a message to fans of artists only. English completely deteriorating. I said, really? So from what list did you get me from? Are you a fan of Jake Gyllenhaal? They try, again very frustrated. I said, I thought you sent them only to fans. And in response to really, where from what list did you get me from? From our artist official page? Complete bullshit. I said, really? I doubt that. Please show me. You must have a list. Please show me the list. No, we don't have a list. Just the comments on our artist page, said our increasingly frustrated scammer. I said, really? When and where did I comment? Please show me where you found me. For my internet safety. Thanks. To which my idiot showed Roadhouse where I'd gone, why? And this was, 15 weeks ago, right? And it was Jake Gyllenhaal with two others, but it wasn't his own account. Your comment on our artist's page. You're safe. My scammer fails to reassure me. I said, you saw that I wrote why on someone else's page and hit me up ages ago. Please call me immediately. This is highly suspicious. Or send me your LinkedIn. I'm Googling you and you aren't on any list for any artist. To which my scammer said, the agency, with a capital letter A, had just opened this profile to reach out to a few devoted fans on a survey for our artist upcoming project In the Grey. To which I said, which profile? And in response to In the Grey, I said, In the Grey what? Every single staff member is listed publicly and you aren't. Why? To which they went, upcoming movie. And In the Grey what? He goes, and you don't know anything about it. Absolutely flabbergasted that I wouldn't. I said, I have no idea what you're going on about. You're not a fan. Sorry, said my now thoroughly annoyed scammer. I said, why would I? Didn't you see my comment? You're so bad at this, Muggle. Get a real job, you idiot. At which point they blocked me. I'm getting a lot of restrictions and blocks. Oh, I'm devastated. Now, this one's very short, but I'm adding it because I got hit up by Disney. Yes, you heard me right. Disney apparently makes up random pages that aren't verified and hits up fans. So now it's Instagram user because obviously I reported them. Good day, Juliana. Hope you're doing good. This is a page dedicated to help the fans of our brand actor Johnny Christopher Depp to eradicate false accounts of people posing to be him. Lately, we've been getting reports from fans. Have you had anyone contact you claiming to be him? Yes, everyone recently. I said, who is this? And why would Johnny Depp have anything to do with it? Keep in mind it was Disney. I noticed that you are a fan of Johnny Depp and I saw your post about him. I didn't post anything. My account is locked. I said, yes, but what does Disney have to do with it? And who are you exactly? Are you the entire company? Why is Disney on Instagram pimping for Johnny? I'm curious. To which my scammer said, Johnny Depp is our actor and his involvement in Disney films and projects made us decide to create this subsidiary page. Big word for a scammer, to reach out to his fans to notify them about accounts posing to be him. Lately, we've been getting reports from fans. To which I said, wow, you didn't do any research before creating this account. Johnny doesn't work with Disney anymore, not since 2015. He swore publicly to never work with Disney again. See, you're all too lazy to even do research. Disney fired him. Don't you get the news over there? It was 10 years ago almost. To which my scammer went, yes, there were some issues between Johnny and Disney in the past, but they have been resolved now. The page is dedicated to creating awareness that Johnny is currently not active on social media. Wrong. Johnny posted very recently, and also any reports, by the way, just anyone who's curious, any reports going around that Johnny is returning for Pirates is all nonsense. I said, no, they are not. I said, don't you get news in Nigeria? Google it. While we wait for Instagram to take you down. To which they go, excuse me? They probably left their location on. I very rarely actually say the country unless the location's on. I said, you're excused. And he posted recently, wow, you guys are just getting sillier and sillier. At which point I think they were actually taken down because that would probably be the only time Instagram would take it seriously. But they just vanished very quickly. Interesting. I've never been hit up by Disney before. Disney Florida too, if I recall. Now I want you to meet Instagram user. I don't remember who he was. I'm sorry, I really don't remember. It's an artist in his 50s. I don't remember who he was pretending to be, but it doesn't really matter, right? Thank you so much for the follow back, came the nonsensical greeting. It's so nice having you here on my private account. My only wish is for you to feel comfortable being friends with me, but I love and respect privacy, in quotation marks, that I carry around in my heart and soul for everyone, influential or not. How nice to be so condescended to. They continue. I appreciated your follow back. Again. And that automatically makes us friends here. Now wondering why you've ignored my message. Please, I need a response from you if my profile to be kept to yourself. Thanks. Now, notice there are no breaks, no line breaks in this message. He sent all this in one hit. Obviously, the second part there was supposed to come later when I ignored it. So the whole thing was just he'd blown the scam right from the start, asking why was I not responding. I said, what follow back? I didn't follow you back, nor are you following me. What are you babbling about? To which my scammer said, yeah, on my verified page. Lula. Which is effectively he was going to go really or whatever. I said, what? I said, please use a different format. What? That above is total nonsensical gibberish. To which he said, what do you mean format? Using text speak. I said, that nonsense paragraph you sent to people in the hopes of engaging them in a chat. It's nonsensical and I hope you didn't pay money for it. To which my scammer said, pay for what? I said, dude, you already screwed the pooch on this one, so bite the bullet and don't insult both our intelligence by acting dumb now. For example, why would you add at the end, why are you ignoring this? It's in the same message. It's nonsense and is why nobody is engaging with you. To which he sent rolling his eyes emoji. I said, yes, it's so dumb and doesn't make sense. Did your Aga give this to you? Oga give this to you? What do you mean, Oga? Question mark. Now starting to get worried on how I knew what Oga meant. I think it's like their teacher, right? To which I just sent ... I said, you're clearly about 19 and barely literate. You speak in text speak, which a grown man in his 50s wouldn't. Make better choices with your life, Omo. Your papa self? You owned on too much. My scammer showing immediately where he was from and that he was a scammer. In response to your papa, I sent laughing emojis. You day made. Then he corrected himself. Mad. Because obviously I must be terribly furious because he was so frustrated. I said, your Nigerian is showing, Mugu. Your papa self, nah, Mugu. Like, say, Uno be Nigeria too, idiot, he said, using pidgin to accuse me of being a scammer as well. I said, why would I be mad? You're the terrible scammer here. To which he said, you self be scammer. I said, you are failing. And in response to you self be scammer, I said, nope, I can spot you a mile away. Lol, I'm a top boy, he said. I don't know what top boy means. I'm assuming it's their nickname for being very, very professional scammers. Boy, he repeats. I said, you're so bad at this and you're so angry right now. I sent 3 laughing emojis. I said, you're triggered. I guide past you, self-gan. Whatever that meant. I said, oh my God, Mugu is pained. And in response to you're so bad at this and you're so angry right now, he goes, bastard, and sends 2 laughing till crying emojis. And in response to I guide past yourself, Gan, I said, I don't speak pidgin, little Mugu. You wicked sha, he said, because yes, I'm the wicked one for not falling for this scam. In response to bastard, I said, wrong gender, you little insect, showing how ignorant you are. And in response to I don't speak pidgin, little Mugu, he says, your mama nabi, whatever that was. And in response to you wicked sha, I said, says the scammer. And in response to showing how ignorant you are, my scammer said, okay, I'm sorry, you wise though. Now completely flabbergasted why I would know anything about scammers. This one was obviously very young. But I wasn't going to engage in a funny banter. In response to your mama nabi, I said, you little village boy. LMAO, he said. I'm a city boy, illy, sending a smiley. Well, actually a twisted face. He's very proud of being a city boy, everyone. I said, keep begging for scraps from my table. To which he said, "Shut up." I said, and in response to "I'm a city boy, illy," I said, "No, you're not. I guide past you where be client," offering to show me where clients were. I said, "Village beggar boy." "You idiot," he comes back with. And in response to "I guide past you where be clients," I said, "You have no clients." And in response to "village beggar boy," he goes, "All this upper boys be this." And that was him telling me that all of these city boys, I think upper boys meant city boys rather than village boys, and that they're all scammers. I said, "You're poor." "Own 2 cars already," brags my poor little village boy. I said, "Begging online for gift cards, pathetic." "Houses," he said. "Lands." He doesn't have houses, lands, or 2 cars, or he wouldn't be making stupid celebrity profiles. And in response to "own 2 cars already," I said, "No, you don't." "You can't just fool yourself here," he says, absolutely nonsensically. And in response to lands, I said, "Nope." "Why are you online pretending to be famous then, my little mogul?" And in response to "you can't just fool yourself here," I said, says the liar and the thief, "You're so pained." At which point he vanished. He blocked me. I think he'd had enough. He'd been frustrated enough. Now, I'm doing this one last because this may potentially turn into a longer scam. He hasn't blocked me. The account is still up. And he vanished without reading one of my chats because he kept flickering in and out. He had several chats on the go. "Meet Johnny Christopher Depp." "How are you doing, Juliana?" he says. I said, "Who is this, please?" "I notice your likes and comments on my official page, and I really appreciate all the love and support for making me your number fan. ... I said, "Sorry, but what does 'for making me your number fan' mean? Whose fan are you, Johnny's?" To which he says, "This is my personal account, different from my official page being managed by admin. I'm hoping to use this medium to create a mutual relationship with a few fans here willing. ... I said, "You didn't answer the question. What does 'for making me your number fan' mean?" "Fan of my music and movies? Question mark, question mark. I said, "Well, then why didn't you write that in proper English? You're not helping your case for verisimilitude, you know." And in response to "a fan of my music and movies," he responds to himself, "Really so sorry, my bad, and you are yet to answer my question." I said, You're asking if I'm a fan of Johnny's music and movies? No to the music. Some of his films are all right." To which he said, "Oh, really? And what type of song you listen to, don't mind me asking? And can I get names to the movies?" Very keen to get a list of movies. I said, "Don't you know his films? You should Google them. And I like heavy metal and hair bands." To which my scammer said, "Well, you are talking to Johnny Depp if you don't know." I said, "No, I don't know that. How would I know that? Just because you say so? That's nonsensical. Nothing you've said so far, or how you've said it in any way, adds any verisimilitude to your case." And in response to "don't you know his films, you should Google them, and I like heavy metal," my scammer says, "You are answering my question in an anonymous manner, and I feel maybe it's because you feel like it's some random fans." Whatever that meant. I said, "I have no idea what that word salad means. Care to write it again in legible English, please?" To which he says, "Got me wondering what part of Earth you are from, Juliana." This one likes 3 question marks. Someone's definitely hit me up before. I said, "From Tasmania. Where are you from? It's clearly not America." Again, verisimilitude is key here. To which my absolute muppet, in response to "from Tasmania, where are you from? It's clearly not America," goes, "America," with the American flag. I said, "Yeah, that just isn't true now, is it? I'm an English teacher. Think I can't tell when someone is an American." To which my scammer said, "How is the weather in Tasmania?" He really likes 3 question marks. "And I want you to know you have my 100% honesty." I said, "Do I now? I somehow doubt that. Remember, verisimilitude is the word of the day here. You may Google it if you like," because he kept flickering in and out. He had several chats on the go. And in response to "do I now? I somehow doubt that," he goes, "Oh, and how do you feel I can clear your doubt if you have some?" 3 question marks again. It's a very, and you start to spot certain scammers that keep returning because of the way they write and certain idioms that come across, little idiosyncrasies, which are quite funny. To which I responded, that's on you. You're the one online phishing, hitting random people up. Surely your legitimacy has come into question before, and you're prepared for it. Anyone intelligent would be. Not an auspicious start, is it? Especially given the statements made by JD. And in response to that's on you, you're the one online phishing, hitting random people up, my scammer said, I wasn't just hitting up random people, and I intentionally selected and picked you out in the crowd if you may known. His English slipping a little bit. I said, if you say so, then it must be true, shaking my head. Still doesn't explain your questionable English literacy skills. And in response to, especially given the statements made by JD, my scammer, if so far he'd failed to convince me that he was fake, now absolutely proved it by saying, you know, I'm always on the road, life's pretty good, and why wouldn't it be? ? Apropos of nothing. To which I said, apropos of nothing. And in response to still doesn't explain your questionable English literacy skills, he says, really? I said, I failed to see the relevance, as clearly you don't either, because there's no relevance to what Johnny Depp posted recently about scammers and him saying, you know, I'm always on the road, life's pretty good, and why wouldn't it be? Absolutely out of context and apropos of nothing. And in response to really, I just simply put, yes. How long have you been an English teacher? He said, his curiosity piqued. I said, perhaps perusing the chat back will provide you some much-needed clarity on that, we'd cross-posted. And in response to how long have you been an English teacher, I said, long enough to know when someone isn't a native English speaker. To which my now starting to get very frustrated scammer said, I guess with time you are going to get all clarification you need. How long have you been listening to my songs? Completely getting his chats mixed up and forgetting he'd already asked me that. And in response to, I guess with time you are going to get all clarification, I said, it doesn't work that way. And his response to long enough to know when someone isn't a native English speaker, questioning how long I'd been a teacher, he said, you didn't give me an answer to my question. And in response to how long have you been listening to my songs, I said, don't you read what I wrote? I already told you I don't listen to his music. I made very sure to write his and not your. And in response to you didn't give me an answer to my question, I said, it's sufficient for you. You're clearly operating under the misunderstanding of belief. Is there any help you can seek for this condition? To which my idiot scammer completely unironically went, you don't listen to my music, and how about my films? Sending a film emoji, because he'd again forgotten that he'd asked about his films. I said, you've already asked these questions. Please try and keep up with your chats. And in response to you've already asked these questions, he goes, I don't see you answering that question either. Didn't give me a list of the movies. He really wanted a list of my favourite Johnny Depp movies. I said, scroll back. You then asked what kind of music I do listen to. If you're not paying attention, it isn't my issue. And in response to you didn't give me a list of movies, I said, I failed to see the relevance. Again, you haven't established any veracity except that you're clearly not American. If you cannot focus on more than one chat at a time, I suggest a career change. He hasn't come back. He hasn't seen it. So that was 2 hours ago. I'm not going to delete this because once Johnny Christopher Deppy cannot get any, hopefully, please God, can't get any money from any other victims, I'm hoping he will return to this particular chat and I'll see what I can do with that. So there you go. That was just some of the idiots of Instagram that I was frustrating over the last couple of days. More videos coming. Weekend is here upon us, so I'll do some recording tomorrow and the next day. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Love you all. Talk to you later. Bye.